Alrighty, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. What a day today. I got a lot going on today, guys. I do. Today's a full day of streaming. Good variety of stuff going on today. We got a new release in my weekly Minecraft chill stream, which is great. But I'm also juggling some other stuff behind the scenes as well that I'll explain in just a moment. Alright, so welcome. Today is Monday, the 23rd of March, 2020. And I wholeheartedly welcome all of you to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you had a good weekend, despite the fact of everything going on in the world. And I hope that you're ready for more streaming goodness today. Okay, guys? I am. I'm ready. Even though Doom Eternal's been kicking my butt. That last session, man, the end of that last session, that segment I was in, that was a rough one. They trapped me in a room with a bunch of teleporters and no ammo. And they wouldn't let me use the chainsaw, so I couldn't get ammo back. So I ended up running in a circle around these teleporters until I found a way to open the doors and get out so that I could survive. It was a mess. I survived, but I ended up losing like 3 or 4 extra lives just during that one segment. And I'll be honest here. I'll be very honest with all of you about Doom Eternal. Here's my thoughts so far after 2 major gameplay sessions of Doom Eternal. I like the game, but... and a big but, I think I actually like the world design, the music, and the puzzles, the searching for items, better than I like the combat. And here's why I say that, alright? The combat just seems to be a means to an end and seems to be incredibly repetitive. Just think about it. So you have 3 different things you can do in combat. You can stun an enemy and do a glory kill to get health. You can use the chainsaw to get ammo. Or you can use the flamethrower to get armor. And literally all you're doing during combat is doing those 3 things in a loop. That's really your goal. Just if you keep doing those 3 things in a loop ad nauseum, you survive. And for me, especially off of number 1, just playing Doom 2, and also, Doom 2016, 4 years ago, I honestly feel like the combat of the older games is better. Because, at least in those games, your combat feels meaningful. Like, okay, you have to survive these endless waves of enemies. You have to use cover. You have to use special abilities. You have a variety of ways you can overcome your objective, right? But it always seems like it's an interesting and daunting task, and you feel accomplishment when you beat each group of enemies. In Doom Eternal, because the way they set it up is just do one of 3 finishers to regain whatever you don't have and then just keep going, it just seems kind of like it's an endless pattern. And even though, yes, okay, you unlock new weapons. Absolutely. You unlock some new abilities. Absolutely. It's just a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? It's just another excuse to keep the combat going. Oh, so now you have 2 more weapons, so that means you have 2 more kinds of ammo, so the combat can keep going for a while longer before you have to use the chainsaw to get your ammo back and then just start the whole process over again. You see what I'm saying? Like, I understand what they were doing. They wanted to do something different. They wanted to make an FPS that has a flow to it and is very, very adrenaline-filled and action-packed. So I get that, but I'm not necessarily thinking that's good. You know what I mean? Like, it's different, but is it as good as previous iterations, especially even just in this franchise? I don't know. I'm just kind of like shrugging a little bit. Like I said, I've played it twice, right? And then I'm kind of like, nah. To me, I'm getting bored of the combat. Like I said, I'm actually liking the world design. When there's a new enemy introduced, that's kind of neat. The art and the music is outstanding, right? You get some cool plot development or maybe a boss or whatever. All right, that's kind of neat. But then it's like, okay, another room full of repetitive enemies just doing the same thing over and over. Another room full of repetitive enemies doing the same thing over and over. It doesn't feel meaningful like it actually did in Doom 2016 to me. You know what I mean? And then some people are like, well, turn up the difficulty. Why? If I'm already finding the combat to be a repetitive chore and a means to an end, why do I want to make it more difficult just to annoy myself further? I'll like the game even less. You see what I mean? I'm sorry, but I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of shrugging. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not loving it. I'm not hating it, by the way. I just understand this. I'm not hating it. I don't dislike the game. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, meh. I wish that the game's combat were better. I think that the idea of going through the pattern of 3 different executions to get 3 different items and keep yourself going is kind of maybe a little bit not the best idea. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'd like to see how the game could continue. People are saying that the game has a 15 to 20 hour long campaign. So, for all intents and purposes, if that is the case, then that means that, we're about roughly halfway through the campaign, if not just a little bit under. After today's stream, we definitely should be about halfway through. And by the way, I'll be focusing in on Doom Eternal a lot this next week, in the hopes that maybe within one more week we can actually finish up the game itself. And move on to other stuff. Okay? So, let's see. Let's see how it goes today. Like I said, we're actually starting off in kind of a bad position. I was in this room where I was trapped. There were teleporters. There was no ammo anywhere. And I had to fight enemies. I ran out of ammo, and they wouldn't let me use my chainsaw. So I literally had to run around like a chicken with his head cut off, just running into the teleporters till I found the way to open all the rooms. And then finally I was able to get some ammo and kill the enemies, but I ended up losing so many extra lives. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how it continues today. Hoping for good stuff. I really do enjoy looking for the secrets. I think that's one of the things that I really like doing in video games is looking for the secret item, looking for the secret room, the way to get to a secret area. I enjoy doing that. So that, I think, is at least keeping my interest for sure. Okay? We'll see. Let's see how it goes today, all right? So that's Doom Eternal. Now, while this is going on, I'm doing something else. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who've been tuning into my Minecraft chill streams recently, you would know that we have several projects going. We have a mob grinder that I've been working on for a while. This is going to be a device that eventually is going to automatically spawn and kill enemies and provide free experience to me for it without the effort of actually having to kill said enemies, okay? In addition, we've been working on gathering the resources to build a big Yoshi egg statue. It was actually PW Dubs many weeks ago who was the top contributor during a Minecraft stream and wanted a Yoshi egg statue. Okay, so yeah, we're working on that starting tonight. Now here's the thing: it was discovered a couple things in my Minecraft world that are a little bit, I don't want to say upsetting, but annoying. Okay, first of all, the mob grinder that we've been designing all along for over a month apparently might not work the way as we intended. Because apparently this mob grinder only works on the full PC version of the game, and it might not work properly on console. Now, apparently for what I'm to understand, they're going to patch the console version soon and make it more like the PC version. So, essentially, what I'm being told is I should hold off on the mob grinder and not rush to finish it, because it probably isn't going to work right now anyway until the game gets patched. So, it looks like the mob grinder is going to be on hold for now. Until, maybe another couple sessions, and then maybe if the thing, gets patched and performs more like the PC version, then we'll continue on with that, all right? Now, in reality, am I upset about this? No, I'm not, because the mob grinder has been a fun project that's taught me a lot. I mean, just the elevators alone has been pretty neat, and how to tame animals and have them go around, move around and everything has been pretty fun. And so I've had fun with the project, and it's made entertaining content. It's not like, oh, that was completely wasted or anything like that, all right? But it is a little bit disappointing that we did all that work and now we can't finish it yet, okay? So it's on hold. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to work on the Yoshi egg statue. The problem with that is, apparently there was miscalculation in the amount of resources that I need to make the Yoshi egg, and I'm short on the green pigment needed in order to do it, all right? That sucks. And the only way to get the green pigment is from cactus. And as of last week, I only had one cactus. So here's what's been going on. This morning I turned on Minecraft before I started streaming. And I saw that I had 2 cactuses growing. Because remember, at the end of the last stream, I broke down the cactus and replanted it to have 2 cacti growing. Okay? So 2 cacti were growing. I left the console on for about 40 minutes. I came back, and the cacti had grown. So I cut them down and got 2 cacti each and planted 4 cacti. All right? What's going on right now is my Xbox One is idling, and those cacti are slowly growing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this pre-stream. And then at the end of the pre-stream, I'm going to check and see if those cacti have grown to full size. I hope they have. That would make 8 cacti, and then I could have those growing during the Doom stream. Then during the break, I could put those down. See what I mean? I could just keep planting. And then by the end of this first gameplay stream, potentially, I could have 16 or more cacti pieces ready to go in order to make the dye that we need. Okay? So that's what we're doing. And it should be interesting to see how this works. I've never juggled 2 games at once on a stream. I've never done any kind of like an idling behind the scenes kind of a deal before. So I'm curious to see how this goes. All right. Hopefully everything works out. And then tonight on my late stream, of course, it will be Chill Minecraft Fun. That will be at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. And what we're going to be doing is checking out the egg sculpture. We're going to be hopefully making all the components we need for it and build it. I mean, Papa Vera was even saying, if that's all you do tonight, you should be able to do it in one sitting. It's not that complicated of a deal. Okay? Also, keep in mind, the Minecraft streams are very chill, fun, a lot of interaction. We talk a lot and have a good time together. So I hope you'll be here for that tonight, okay? Tomorrow is my day off from streaming. Although, this week, it ain't going to be very fun. All right? I can tell you that. The one thing I absolutely have to do tomorrow is I have to get up early in the morning, and I have to go grocery shopping for the week, okay? It sucks that I have to do it, you know, because normally grocery shopping is something that I would do during a fun day out with my wife. Now, because of the situation we're in, everything's closed. Really, it's just a necessary evil at this point. I'm hoping that once again, like I did last week when I went really early in the morning, I'm hoping they'll have all the ingredients that I want for the meals that we want to make this week. The good news is, I don't need any of the commodities that are the hot items. I don't need paper towels. I don't need tissues. I don't need toilet paper. I don't need bottled water. Hand sanitizer, soap, even though I'll look to see if those are there because we don't really have much. Like, we have no hand sanitizer in the house, and we have enough, I'd say probably enough hand soap for like another week or so. But obviously, we can find more soap, the better, right? You know, it's going to run out eventually. So, I really won't need too much of that stuff. But really, it's going to be food ingredients that I'm looking for. And, hoping that I can find everything that I need in one trip and going from there. So, that's tomorrow morning. And then the rest of the day, I'm going to be basically ordering out food for delivery here because you can't go to eat at a restaurant. And there's really nothing else to do. Everything is closed down. I was getting emails over the course of the week. Just a few examples. The stores that are open don't allow you to go inside anymore. Instead, you have to order online, and then you go to the door, and they'll bring you your online order. Right, like curbside delivery, they're calling it now. Okay? That way it limits the proximity that people are in to each other. Most stores are closed. Anything that's considered not an essential business is closed. So that means if they don't sell food, drugs, electronics, or cleaning products, they're pretty much closed. All right? The exceptions to the rule, I actually heard that pet stores are open, which is good because what happens if I need something, you need something for Jasper, that'll still be open. Among a few other things. But essentially, most businesses are closed. So my day off, instead of being a fun day out with my wife, is going to be doing stuff at home. And we already talked about a few things. One of the things that we want to do is actually play Animal Crossing together. And advance the game. Because what's going on is my wife really likes the game and wants to keep playing it and have it advance with stuff. But we're hitting roadblocks. Like, for example, the museum is being built, but it won't be finished for like another day. Once the museum's built, now there's potential for tons of new content. The store or the shop needs to be built. And I needed to gather wood and minerals for it, but I ran out of time playing on Saturday night and didn't get to do so. So what happened is my wife played on my account for a little bit just to gather those necessary resources and give them to the Nooks so the Nooks could build the shop. And now apparently that shop will be done within 1 to 2 days. So the good news is there will be progress in the game, and the next time that I actually play on stream with Animal Crossing, there may be tons of progress, meaning there'll be a museum we can explore. There'll be a shop where you can do all kinds of new items and crafting for your home and stuff like that. Because the thing is, if I didn't do this offline, what would have happened was the next time I played Animal Crossing, all I would have been able to do was gather a few resources for the shop to be built, and that's it. There would have been nothing else to do, which sucks. Apparently, when the shop is built, there's a big roadblock to a lot of progress that's removed. So, I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll let you guys know what progress we make. You know, probably on social media. I'll let you know, hey, here's what we did in Animal Crossing today. More than likely, we'll end up watching stuff on, on-demand stuff. Like we have Disney Plus. We'll probably watch a few things on there, whatever. I've talked about maybe doing some house cleaning. I know on my day off, let's do house cleaning, right? But what are you going to do? You're stuck at home all day. So I'll probably end up doing some house cleaning. I actually told my wife I might go into the garage and try to clean it because it's completely disgusting. Take a shop vac and just vacuum the whole goddamn thing or something. I don't know. So, so I don't know. But that'll be my day away from streaming tomorrow, okay? Day of recuperation. And, a day of, doing whatever. And then I'll be back on Wednesday with the continuation of Doom Eternal. Yes, more Doom Eternal on Wednesday. And then it'll be Call of Duty Warzone on Wednesday night. All right? And then for the rest of the week, what you're going to see is alternation. It'll be an alternation between Neo 2 and Doom Eternal as the main gameplay stream. And then the night streams will be fun, chill stuff. For example, more Animal Crossing on Thursday, Throwback Street Fighter on Friday, probably more Animal Crossing on Saturday, Morrowind on Sunday, and Minecraft on Monday. Okay? And that's the goal, is to try to get as far as I can in these games. Maybe if I'm alternating with Doom Eternal, I end up playing it like Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, maybe I'll beat it. Because today's my third session, maybe another 3 sessions, maybe I'll beat the game, which would be great, because then I can delve into the multiplayer of the game, which I'm actually craving. Like, I remember the multiplayer of Doom 2016 was really good, and I've been craving good multiplayer in a game for a long time. There just hasn't been good multiplayer in a long time, and I really want more. I want some, so I hope, I hope that the multiplayer of this one is good. But I can't get to it until I beat the campaign because we got so much other stuff going on, see? So, the sooner I beat it, the better. And, yes, I will definitely be doing multiplayer coverage for you later on once we get to it, okay? So, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. And I certainly hope that you guys will tune into all the streams coming up. It's a good variety of stuff this week. New releases balanced with the chill stuff. Now, coming up in April, we've got a crazy amount of stuff coming up. All right, we've got on April 3rd, Resident Evil 3 remake. That's going to be exciting, and my goal is to try to beat that game within a few days, because then on the 7th of April, it's Final Fantasy VII remake. Okay, so we got remake after friggin' remake here, back to back. So, hopefully, I will be able to, within, say, 3 days, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and maybe the 6th, be able to wrap up Resident Evil 3 Remake, so that I can then focus in on Final Fantasy VII Remake, and also, finish up the stuff that I haven't finished. I guarantee you I'm still going to be playing Neo 2 at that point. I guarantee it. In addition to that, there's a DLC for Control coming out that I'm going to want to be playing at some point when we get a chance, okay? So, there's a lot going on right now in games. Now, also, April 6th is my birthday. Am I doing anything special for my birthday? I'll be honest with you guys, probably not, because I'm probably going to be working my butt off with everything going on right now. Not only, the stuff in the real world, but also all these new releases and everything that I'm trying to juggle at the same time. So more than likely, I'm going to be here on my birthday. What I will do is I will decorate the office a bit. I always do this around the first week of April. I'll decorate the office to be a little bit more festive for my birthday stuff. And, just try to make things a little bit more positive. Will I be doing anything to actually celebrate my birthday? I seriously doubt it. More than likely, I'll just be working my butt off. And if we can, maybe make a cake or something, because my wife said she does want to make me a cake. I would love that. 2 years ago, she made me this amazing chocolate peanut butter cake. It was, I'm not exaggerating, the best cake I ever had in my life. It was so fucking good. And I ate it for like a month because, I was the only one eating it. And, oh my God, I was having a piece every day or two. It was like, Jesus, this is so good. And then last year, I didn't get anything because we were traveling to Connecticut to visit my parents. and to get married. So there was nothing here for my birthday last year. So at least maybe if I have a cake or something, that would be pretty nice, I guess. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, coming up in early April, there will be some birthday festivities where I'll be decorating my office for that week leading up to my birthday and all of that. Should be fun. And also, on my birthday, April 6th, I've been instructed that I should do my best to play Animal Crossing. Okay? Why? Apparently, if you play Animal Crossing on your birthday, there's a lot of things that happen in the game as a celebration of your birthday. I don't know if you get special items. I don't know if there's like actually a party or whatever that happens. But apparently, yeah, if you play Animal Crossing on your birthday, some funny and special stuff happens. So, that should be fun. All right, we'll see what happens with that. How old am I turning this year? 77. No. I think I'm turning 38. I think. I think. I hope. I hope that I remember my age. That would be pretty bad if I don't, but I couldn't even tell you. At this point, with the way things are going, I couldn't even tell you. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, good stuff all around. Some final reminders before we get to the next segment of pre-stream. Number one, please keep nominating games for the Viewer's Choice event. Those game nominations will remain open until the end of this week. And then at the end of this week, I'm going to close those off. And I'm going to create a poll based on your nominations. We're going to see exactly what goes down and what you guys vote for in this final poll to become a full game playthrough here live on streams. Okay, good stuff coming up. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it too. Then, once the poll is determined, the other thing I want to tell you guys about is if we hit the sub goal for this month with 8 days left, we could still do it. All right. If we hit the sub goal for this month, I will be playing not one but 2 games from that poll, but the games that come in first and second place in the Viewer's Choice poll. All right. As is right now, I'm only playing the game that wins the poll. But there's potential that it could be more than one game if the sub count or the sub goal is hit. We're still pretty damn far away, but there is time. All right. There is time. So consider subbing to the channel. There's many benefits to subbing, including, number one, not having to watch advertisements when I take ad breaks. Number 2, access to over 30 different emotes. And number 3, a cool chat crown badge you get to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter. So there's many benefits to subbing. All right. All right, guys, that's it for the first pre-stream segment. Let's move on to the gratuitous plugs. I'd like to say thank you guys for 11 awesome years where every single day I've been able to share my gameplay experiences with all of you guys live over the internet. I fully realize I'm one of the most lucky people on planet Earth. And here's why. I get to do what I love for a living. Every day I get to game, and I get to share those gaming experiences with all of you. That's amazing. I was a gamer my whole life, ever since I was a kid. And I was introduced to video games by my uncle. I've been infatuated with them. I love them, whether it's the competitive nature of fighting games or it's the casual nature of just console gaming. I absolutely love video games. And being able to do what I love for a living is a very unique thing that most people do not get to do. And in these trying times, at a time when the world is uncertain and a lot of people can't even work, I'm super lucky that I get to keep working because my job was always from home in isolation anyway. That's pretty damn crazy when you really think about it, isn't it? So all that being said, guys, thank you guys very much for all of your support. All right? Thank you for allowing me to do this for 11 years and counting. I love this. All right? If you like the fact that I'm here 6 days a week, pumping out full-time streaming for you, if you appreciate the fact that I still archive these streams over on DSPGaming on YouTube, despite the fact that I get pretty much nothing out of it, compared to the old days when I used to be able to just put out videos and just say, okay, ad revenue on the videos, good to go. You know, it's not like that anymore, you know. Now, in the modern era, I pretty much rely solely on crowdfunding during these live streams to make ends meet. Whether it's buying new supplies and games for the business, whether it's paying the bills to keep the utilities on, the internet, health insurance, maintenance, taxes, everything going on with me. It's all crowdfunding from the streams that makes that possible, guys. So, I just want to say up front, thank you guys very much for everything. thank you for the support. And if you like everything that I do and you want to see it continue, then by all means, please consider contributing via one of the methods that I'm about to outline live on the stream. All right. But before I even mention a single one of those methods, what I would like to say up front is this. Contributions are greatly appreciated, but are not mandatory on my streams. My streams are 100% free content here on twitch.tv and always will be. That's the whole point. The reason I do this is because I love gaming. I have a passion for it. I always have. And I love doing, interactive streams with you guys because of the fun of it. Right? My philosophy is thus. If I am having a good time on stream and that comes across to you guys and you guys are having a good time on stream and we're all having a good positive vibe, the stream will be successful, people will want to watch, and just naturally, contributions will come flowing in to support that content. You see what I mean? That's how I believe now. Far Cry from back in the day, ad revenue on videos, right? Very different than that. And that's a good thing. It allows me to focus in on enjoying games and having a good time, which is what it should be, versus worrying about all that other shit in the background. I tell you guys, I don't even look at view count on streams. I don't care. I don't care if there's 5 people or 50,000 people on my stream. I really don't. As long as we're all having a good time, that's what it's all about, okay? So that being said, I'm not doing this for the money. I would still do it in the future. Let's say, for example, I lost the ability to monetize streaming. I would still stream anyway, albeit probably in a very limited capacity compared to what I do today, but I would still do it for the love of it, because I love it. I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I monetized a single one, and the only reason I ever did was because I lost my job. Okay, so you see, I do it because I love it, and I hope you guys that comes through in the streams, and I hope you guys enjoy the streams for the positivity of them. All right, so thank you very much for everyone for just hanging out with me, and of course, thanks so much to those who do go above and beyond to support the streams. Now let's talk a little bit about how you can do so. First of all, I have a Patreon, which you can check out over at patreon.com/darksidefil. All right, my Patreon is a multi-pledge campaign where your pledges earn you personal perks as a way of saying, hey, thanks for the contribution. All right, all the details are publicly listed over there. You can check this out for yourself. So I'm not going to go crazy giving you all the details or anything like that on the stream. But by all means, please go give them a look. And thanks to anyone who does check that stuff out and does contribute. And thanks to everyone who already is a pledgee over there to my Patreon. All right. Now, I also have a Teespring store where I sell merchandise. It's mostly t-shirts, although there's other stuff there like hoodies and sweatshirts and stickers and mugs. It's good quality stuff. I can attest because I own a ton of it myself and have been wearing the shirts on streams for like 2 to 3 years and they've never worn out. I'm still wearing the original shirts I bought years ago. So that's a good testament to their quality, right? So give it a look. Anything you buy helps me out a little bit, and you get a cool collectible. That's teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. All right. Now, for those of you who are here live on stream, all right, you may want to consider contributing in a way that's going to get you some recognition and some interaction with me. So how do you do that? Well, if you either cheer with bits, or you subscribe to this channel, or you tip me during today's live stream, I will give you a verbal shout out to say thanks during the stream. Now, the exceptions will be, number one, if you violate the stream rules. If you're trying to negate the positive vibe of the streams, if you're insulting someone, if you're trolling, if you're trying to get me say something that's going to get me in trouble, if you're spamming giant paragraphs of song lyrics, you know what I mean? A bunch of crap, negative, derailing stuff, I'm not going to entertain. It is my stream, and I choose what I say and do on my own stream. Please understand that, all right? But in general, most people who contribute get it. They're not trying to get my goat. Instead, they're just trying to have fun and be positive, and I thank you guys for that. We always have a good time every day on stream with that, okay? Now, excuse me, I had a sip of my meal water there. Now, on the top of your screens, you may notice a stream stats leaderboard. This is a leaderboard that I update periodically with the top cheerer and top tipper of each stream. It's a great way for you to get extra recognition for your contributions. In addition to that, there is a leaderboard for cheerers of the week, top cheerers of the week, as well as top sub gifters of the week. Now, all that data refreshed overnight because Monday is considered the first day of the streaming week here on Twitch. Guess what that means? Today is an excellent opportunity if you want to get recognition for cheering or for gifting subs, because those leaderboards are pretty much set to 0. So the first, few people who do it are going to get right up on that leaderboard today, and that's integrated right here into your stream chats for everyone to see. I will actually give a shout out to those people in just a few minutes. Okay? So fair enough. Good stuff. I hope that you guys are looking forward to the stream, and if you do contribute to getting some good recognition for your contributions. Now, with everything I just mentioned, you may be saying, I wonder what the heck helps Phil the most, because he just mentioned so many different ways to contribute. I can't imagine, I can't imagine where or what is the best way to help Phil out. Well, I can answer that for you. The best way to help me is by tipping me. When you tip me, those tips are funds that I can use to immediately do things that are important. Like, for example, I can pay a bill, a utility bill, or I can go grocery shopping, or I can buy a new game that's coming up, or I can pay taxes. In fact, no lie, within the next week, by the end of the month, I have to make a tax payment that is due by the end of the month. And then I've got a health insurance payment coming up. And then I believe I've got a cell phone payment coming up. And then I believe we got other stuff. See what I mean? So your tips come in, and I immediately can put those towards immediate needs. That's the good thing about tipping, and that's why tipping helps more than anything. Now, if you cheer or you subscribe or you buy something from my Teespring, all those things help positively, but those things all have a processing time before there's any positive benefit from them. While if you tip me, that I get immediately, and it helps out tremendously. All right? So, please, guys, consider tipping me today if at all you can. All right? I appreciate that very much if you do. That is the preferred method, and it helps me out more than anything. Now, I will say this, guys. I've been doing this on late streams, and it seems to be a popular thing. Today, it's not super hot today in the office because apparently it's supposed to remain cloudy. In fact, let me give it a look outside. Hold on a second here. Yeah, okay. So, we currently have cloudy skies. That means, hopefully, this office will not heat up by like 20 to 30 degrees like it usually does in the afternoon when the sun is out. So, what I'm going to do for today only, because it looks like the weather is allowing for it, all right, today, if we hit the tips goal on this stream, I will put on the vest. For those of you who don't know what the vest is, I don't blame you. It's only something that very recently has seen popularity on the streams. I don't know why, but people inexplicably like it when I put on this vest. I guess it's something special to work towards, okay? So if we hit the tips goal for this stream, all right, I will put on the vest, all right? And then I will say this, even though I'm certainly not expecting either to hit the tips goal or this other thing, if we double the tips goal today, if we double it, I will put on the cowboy hat. As stupid as that sounds, I will do those things if you guys are supportive today on the stream, all right? So those are just bonus goals I'm throwing out there. Like I said, I've been doing these on the late streams. For some reason, people really seem to like it. So I'll do that today since it seems like it's going to be cool enough to do it. Now, I'm not going to do this every day. It's only on days when weather allows it. Today, it looks like the weather will allow it. Once the summer hits and I have the air conditioner on all the time, then I guess it wouldn't be a big deal and I'd be able to do it on any stream because it'll be cold in here. But for now, I kind of have to gauge when I can do it. If it's a day when it's going to be like 85 degrees in here, no, I can't wear a vest. That'd be a pretty bad idea. I'd come out disgusting, soaking wet. I'd probably pass out. All right. But it's up to you guys. This is not anything necessary at all. You guys have been telling me you want this as like a celebratory thing. So there you go. If we hit the tips goal today, I will put on the vest. Fair enough? All right. So how do you tip me? There's two ways. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type ! Tip into the stream chat to go to my PayPal tips page. On that page, there's two ways to tip. All right? You can either use a registered PayPal account to tip me, or you can use a debit or credit card, much like you would pay for anything else on the internet. However, you might not see that option right away. If you don't, that's fine, but understand the reason you're not seeing it is because it only really shows up on the fully loaded desktop version of the PayPal site. So if you're on a mobile device, I'm on a phone, I'm trying to tip Phil, I don't see it. try to load the full desktop version. If not, just go to a desktop computer. You should be able to see it from there. Okay? Thanks to anyone who tips me. All right? I appreciate that very much, and thank you in advance for trying to help me out in the way that helps the best. Now, that being said, I always do a PSA, public service announcement, on every pre-stream because I'm looking out for you guys, and I want you guys to be protected, and I don't want anyone to be negatively affected by stuff that goes on here on my streams. So, ladies and gentlemen, you would be incredibly surprised by how much personal information of ours is probably out there on the internet right now, and how it could be utilized against us to hurt us. I'll give you an example. I guarantee you, if you have a social media presence right now, you probably have information about your loved ones, like your relatives, or your significant other, or other, your friends, your coworkers, your job maybe listed on there, places you hang out, your interests. This is all information that can be used to harass you online. And you may say to yourself, but why would I be harassed online? I don't understand. I'm no one important or whatever, and, I don't stir the pot. Why would anyone be harassing me? Well, guess what, guys? It's the modern day. And in the modern day, there are people who sit at home and are miserable as shit. They got nothing better to do. They got nothing positive in their lives. And they revel in being able to hurt others. I know that sounds weird to us because you may be saying, I enjoy doing positive stuff. I enjoy doing good things in my own life. And I enjoy, positive, productive things. Some people are the complete opposite. They're so corrupted in their minds. They actually believe that, like, sitting at home and actually hurting people anonymously over the internet is like a good use of time, and they get pleasure out of it, as sick and twisted as that sounds. So just because they have the ability to use this information to hurt you, they can and they will. There's no point behind it. It's not like they get anything out of it. There's no personal gain for them. They just get pleasure knowing they hurt someone, and they got away with it. Okay? Pretty messed up. So, please, guys, be diligent about the information that you put out on the internet. The last thing that you want to do is make yourself a target for these kind of people. Trust me, as someone who has been a target of these people for many years, it's not a good thing to be constantly harassed and constantly have all kinds of nasty stuff thrown your way and your family members and everything, all right? Please understand that, okay? And please know that I'm looking out for you guys. I want you to be able to have a fun time here on stream and not feel like you're being negatively affected by anything going on, okay? So that being said, if you're considering contributing on the stream today, one of the things that I strongly recommend is that you hide your identity, okay? Do not, by any circumstance, use your real name at all. And if you're going to contribute, don't reference your social media. Instead, I recommend if you're going to tip me, do it anonymously. You could just do that and no one would know it's you. Or you can make up a name. Maybe make up a name that's pertinent to something going on the stream or the game or whatever. And that way no one can tie it to you and you won't have that negative stuff going on. Okay? That's my recommendation. Obviously, you don't have to follow it. But I'm looking out for you guys. I don't want anyone to get harassed as a result of just watching a stream online. Okay, guys? Fair enough? All right, guys. Now let's talk about the rules. All right? The rules of the stream. First of all, I'm streaming on twitch.tv, and that means I need to abide by all the rules and regulations of that business, and I do. So please understand that's why I can't just say and do whatever the hell I want here on the streams. I have to be in line with everything that's allowed, okay? Now, in addition to that, I have my own set of rules to maintain a chill vibe on my streams. What do I mean by that? Well, when people come on my streams, I want them to be able to treat this place as a place where they can relax, a place where they can just enjoy games, enjoy my reaction to whatever game I'm playing, maybe have some interaction with me and other stream chatters, but in general, a place where you can escape all of the drama and all of the nonsense of real life, especially right now with everything going on in this world. We definitely need that escape, right? This is a cool place where we can just hang out, have fun together, have some interactions, and not really focus on all the really messed up stuff going on planet Earth, okay? So that being said, please understand that there's some things that we abide by with rules-wise to keep that kind of a vibe going. First of all, politics and religion are topics that are off limits in regards to open discussion in the chat. The reason being, in the 11 plus years that I've been a content creator, I've always found that politics and religion are topics that when they're brought up in the context of gameplay content or a gameplay stream, all they tend to do is derail that content or that stream. Whether it's that people can't get along, people can't agree to disagree, people just can't be nice to each other. When it comes to these topics, they're always at each other's throats. And in reality, I don't really feel that talking about politics or religion on my stream is going to be a positive benefit to anybody anyway. If I'm playing a game that has political or religious topics in it, that's a very different story. If we're talking about stuff that's in relation to a game, in context of what I'm playing, okay, fair enough, let's do it then. But just in general, bringing up these topics that are derailing to the content, have nothing to do with what I'm doing, that's not allowed, all right? Now, to expand upon that a little bit, we are all well aware that the whole world right now is being bombarded with this coronavirus and the outbreak and everything that's going on. We know, all right? Every moment of our day outside of this stream, you're probably hearing about it. Our lives have been changed, where we're all basically quarantined, right? So we get that. We know that's going on. We don't need to talk about it constantly on the stream. There's no point to it. If there is a pertinent question or some kind of news or something that's important or different, okay, fine. But do we need to be bringing this up every moment? No. There's people who are coming to this stream specifically to not think about that. They want to zone out from that crap and have a relaxing time on the stream. The last thing they want is to hear about the stupid coronavirus the entire fucking stream. So, we're not going to do that. I'm certainly not going to ban anyone for talking about a pandemic that's actually going on right now. At the same time, please understand that's not what we want the whole stream to be about. Okay, guys? Fair enough? All right, thank you for understanding. Now, in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, please be aware that I am well aware there are tons of people on the internet who on a daily basis make it their agenda to insult me, defame me, slander me and my family members, basically make up controversies and really just conspiracy theory kind of shit in regards to me. Why do they do it? They do it so they can get attention, so they can benefit. Whether they just get a laugh out of it or they get views and make money doing it, that's why these people do it. All right? They're riding my coattails to get popularity for themselves because they have no talent. If they did have talent, they would go do something positive with it. They wouldn't have to focus on bringing other people down in a very messed up way. Okay? So that being said, I'm well aware these people exist. The last thing we need to do is start specifically bringing these people up on a stream of mine. It derails the stream, number one. We're trying to have a fun, positive time. We don't need to hear about the people doing negative shit. Number two, it gives these people undue attention that they don't deserve. We don't want people, oh, what's that? And then they go check that out. Next thing you know, they fall down the rabbit hole of toxic toilet garbage that is the drama community on YouTube. Okay? So please understand, we know it exists, but there's no reason to bring it up. We're not going to bring it up. We're going to ignore that shit. And, thank you for understanding. Now, every once in a while, we'll get people coming in here who accidentally don't know the rules and they'll, oh, did you know this is happening? What can you do? But I make it a rule of thumb. Don't talk about it. We're not going to derail the stream with it. Please understand that and thank you guys for that. Okay? All right, good stuff. Fair enough. All right. Guys, let's move on to the final segment of the pre-stream. This is the shout-outs. All right? In fact, you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to switch over to Minecraft. I want to see if these cacti have grown. I told you guys I was going to be doing this on the pre-stream, so hold on a second here. Let's see. A live swap. Okay. So you guys are probably hearing Minecraft sounds in the background. Yeah. Let me run out here. But you know what I got to do? I have to sleep. Reason being, I haven't slept in days in the game, and if I don't, those creatures might come out of the sky and try to eat my ass, because it is nighttime in the game. Alright, I'm going to just run and see if the cacti have grown. If they did, I'm going to harvest them, and I'm going to replant them. They have grown. This is excellent. One of them actually grew 3 tall. I didn't even know the cacti could grow 3 tall. So that's a positive. Yeah, I now have 9 cacti pieces, so I'm just going to plant them all. Eight. 9. I planted all 9 cacti pieces. All right. So this is going on in the background of the stream, like I said. What I'll do is I'll have to briefly check it again before we start gameplay, just to see if maybe these grow again and I can harvest them again. But that's good. And I want to say thank you, Mr. Papavera, for suggesting this. This is working out very swimmingly. And I think that we're going to have the resources we need for tonight's Minecraft stream. This is excellent. Let me go put the controller back down and everything. Alright. Alright, swap back here. Yeah, so at the very least, we'll have 9 cacti for tonight. But we may have way more. Alright, we may end up, if they keep growing, we have double that. Which would be excellent. Okay? Okay. Now, folks, let's move on to the third and final segment of the pre-stream. This is the shoutouts. This is where I say thanks to those who have contributed. We have a little bit of fun discussion. We update the leaderboards, and then we get ready for gameplay. Okay? All right, so we actually start off with an overnight resub from your boy Thump, who resubbed for 28 months. Thank you very much, your boy Thump, for the resub. Actually, I wonder if that's your boy Bob, because it's usually your boy Bob, but maybe he changed his name to your boy Thump. I don't know, but thank you for the 28 months of support. I appreciate that very much. So, Conway Blood Bank got the cheering going today. And, of course, going to complain about the difficulty, but hold on a second. Let me get them out. They do deserve the recognition here. So, Conway Blood Bank did a 50-bit cheer and says, I haven't seen any other streamer play on a lower difficulty like you do. I'm not playing on a lower difficulty. I'm playing on the default difficulty. Anyone who says I'm playing on a lower difficulty is a liar and is misinformed, because what they're trying to do is say that my stream sucks or my playthrough sucks, like always. It doesn't matter what difficulty I play on, I'm told it's still not good enough. You remember I played Resident Evil 2 Remake on the hardest difficulty possible, and people still fucking complain. So, doesn't matter what I play on, they'll complain regardless. In regards to the difficulty I'm playing on, I believe it's Hurt Me Plenty. That has always been the default difficulty for Doom games, and that's what I'm playing on. So you are completely incorrect, Conway Bloodbank, in what you're saying right now. Now, any chance you're going to raise difficulty now that you know the mechanics, it would be more fun. No. I've already literally just said on this pre-stream, the combat isn't very fun. And it's not because it's not challenging, it's because it's too much action. It's too much of repetitive pattern action. You know, in previous Doom games, are there a lot of enemies? Yes. Are there desperate times when you're like, oh my god, I gotta survive? Yes. But it's more about cover-based. It's more about playing smart. It's not about that in this game. It's about do the pattern, do the pattern, do the pattern, do the pattern. And if I up the difficulty, all that's going to happen is I'm going to die more, and I'm not going to progress. Now, I've already got Doom Eternal and Neo 2 going on now, all right? As I've told you, I got to beat Doom Eternal because I want to try out the multiplayer of Doom Eternal, all right? Then, we've got 2 other games within about a week to a week and a half coming out that are super high priority that you guys want to see me play. What is the point of upping the difficulty besides just extending the length of the playthrough? You're not going to see anything additional. You're not going to get anything extra out of it. I'll tell you exactly what it is. People like Conway Bloodbank are not here to enjoy a chill stream. They're here because they want me to suffer, and they want to basically make fun of me and deride me constantly and point a finger and say, ha ha, Phil died a million times. I'm not playing your game because I'm not a fucking idiot. I wasn't born yesterday. I know what you're doing because I'm not stupid. I don't appreciate it. It's very immature. You don't get to direct my content and tell me how to play a game. I do. And people are enjoying the playthrough as it is now. So if you have a problem with that, go watch someone else play a master level run of the game on the highest difficulty and enjoy yourself. You don't have to be here watching my content. Trust me, the people who want to sit here and whine when you're gone, it'll still be just as entertaining content, and there'll still be more than enough people to watch and enjoy the content. We won't miss you. So if that is your point, I want to sit here and just complain constantly, get the fuck out right now, because you're wasting your time and you're wasting everyone else's time, and we don't care about you. All right? I'm just being honest. If that's your agenda, you're in the wrong place. Leave and come back when you're ready to actually have some fun, because that's what the stream's supposed to be, not torture Phil and laugh at his misfortune because I'm a psychopath negative dick. Instead, it should be, oh, I actually want to see Phil have fun with the game today and have some interaction with him. All right? So maybe you've got the wrong impression. This is not the Phil tortures himself stream. And if you're looking for that, this is the wrong place. Thank you for the cheer, but you're completely misguided, and the things you said in your cheer are completely factually incorrect. Okay. Continuing on. Snow Carl did a 50-bit cheer. He says, you should vlog your escapades tomorrow and make a DSP tries it prepping. The Corona hysteria will make sure it's white hot popular. Yeah, or I could not do that. I could not contribute to that and instead just have it be a normal human who's not a complete, disgusting, money-grubbing asshole who, I'm going to actually make money on the coattails of the coronavirus. No, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to put out my same streams as I always do. We're going to have a good time together, and that's that. I'm not going to capitalize on a worldwide pandemic. Pretty fucked up, huh? That people would do that. All right. And so, of course, then Conway Bloodbank insults me in the stream chat and says, I can't believe you said that to me. I'll take my money elsewhere. You're right, you will, because now you're banned. You're absolutely right. You will go elsewhere because you're not coming back here. Your 50-bit cheer to basically try to insult me and derail the stream and make me torture myself was received. I understand your agenda, and you can get the fuck out like I told you to. There you go. Now we can all go back to being positive people and not have to worry about toxic people like you. Oh, well. Alrighty. Snow Carl did a 50-bit cheer. Again, he says, I wanted to say, after watching some of your 2017 stuff earlier today, you seem much happier and mature these days. Is Catherine the big difference, or how do you think things have changed? Many things have changed, okay? First of all, oh my God. There we go. Stupid throw. Okay, first of all, I'm a full-time streamer for over 3 years now. Back then in 2017, I was transitioning from being this kind of YouTuber guy into a full-time streamer. And let me tell you, being very honest, the content you put out for YouTube versus the content you put out for an interactive live stream is very different. I actually feel that having a connection with the viewing audience in a very positive way, having fun conversations like we're having right now, Snow Carl, these things are very beneficial, and they allow you to have a really good positive attachment to your viewing audience. I never felt that on YouTube. I'll be very honest with all of you. When I made content on YouTube, I felt like I'm just putting out whatever and people watch it, whatever. I didn't feel any attachment to my audience. That's kind of why when I would go to a convention and people would be like, holy shit, it's Darkside Film, I'm so happy. I watch all your stuff and blah, blah, blah. I feel like you're a friend because every time I watch your videos, it feels like I'm sitting next to you on the couch. I'm like, okay, but I don't really get that. For me, it's just I'm sitting there, I'm putting out a video, I'm doing, in a lot of ways, immature and over-the-top commentary to try to get a rise out of the viewing audience, right? And it felt very disconnected. What I do today feels way more connected than anything that I used to do back then, for sure. So, definitely a huge positive in that regard. And I absolutely love that. Now, in addition, you're absolutely right. In 2017, my life was tumultuous. I had many negative things going on in the background of my life, some of which you guys know about, some of which you don't know about, that were essentially making my life a living hell. I didn't know what was going to happen in regards to my future as a content creator. I didn't know what was going to happen in regards to my future as a human being, quite frankly. I didn't know what was going to happen just in general, and it scared me. And I remember feeling pretty bad about a lot of things going on in my life back then, just being very honest. And things are different now. Now, I live with my wife. We have an amazing life together. We have an amazing pet who's a huge positive influence on us. And even though things aren't perfect, and we would absolutely like things to be better, financially, I need to get out of the hole I'm in and make things better there. I would love to be able to spend more time with my family that I don't get to spend. I would love to go somewhere with my wife for a honeymoon because we didn't get to go on one. There's so many things that could be better. Instead of focusing on that, I focus on the positive stuff. Every day, I get to spend time with my amazing wife and my cat, and it's really fun. Every day, I get to spend time with you guys on stream, and it's really fun. You see what I mean? Like, my life has so many positives in it. Why am I going to focus in on the negatives? Even though there's a lot of negatives. I mean, a lot of them are public, and you guys know about them, right? But why focus on that when I have so much good stuff going on in my life, right? And that's kind of the difference. In 2017, it was like everything was just going right down the shitter, and I didn't know what the hell was going to happen, and everything was completely uncertain, and my life was kind of in shambles. And then I met Kat, and things started going on an upturn, and even though there were a lot of negative things that year, remember that was the year I found out I'd been doing my taxes wrong for 3 years because my tax attorney screwed me over. That wasn't very good. And that was really one of the things that started this big rolling waves of shit in regards to my finances. But, you know, there's so many positive things to off-put that. So, you got to focus on the good stuff, right? You got to focus on the good stuff. So, that's the difference. 3 years can really change someone's life and someone's perspective. And in my opinion, my life has gotten progressively better since 2017. Now I just need to get past the next set of hurdles, right? And that's what I'm working on. So, all right. Seaman Demon Apocalypse did a 666-bit cheer and says, "Rip and tear those buttholes, Phil." Well, thank you very much. There's no way I'm putting that name up on the leaderboard, as you know why. But I will say SDA did a 666-bit cheer. Thank you very much to Seaman Demon Apocalypse. Okay. It looks like that's it for now. So let's go and give a shout out to the top cheerers. We have no gifted subs so far this week. So all I'm going to do is say thanks to the cheerers. Let's see here. So far we've got Snow Carl, who did a couple of cheers this morning, and of course Seaman Demon Apocalypse, who just did that 666-bit cheer. Okay. So a couple reminders, guys. First of all, the best way to help me out is by tipping me. Please, guys, if you are going to contribute today and you can, please tip me if you can. All right? Tips are going to help me more than anything right now. If we hit the tips goal for the day, I will put on the vest. I've committed to that. Even though I'm not even kidding you, the sun just fucking came out. Oh, my God. I seriously can't win. Every goddamn day the sun comes out now and my office heats up. But I already said it, so I'm committing to it. If we hit the tips goal for today on stream, I will wear the vest for the rest of the stream. If we double the tips goal, I'll put on the cowboy hat. Even though I really don't seriously see either of those things happening. I'm just throwing that out there as a goal for today. All right. And just a reminder, later tonight, Minecraft, working on the Yoshi egg sculpture. And it looks like things will go swimmingly because I am working on getting resources for that right now. So hopefully that works out well. Okay. Well, all right, guys. I guess that's it. Like I said, there's no other contributions, and no one's really asking me anything. So I guess we're going to end the pre-stream. I will quickly go use the restroom. And then we will jump into Doom Eternal here. Okay? Fair enough. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll be right back in just a minute. And then we will continue. Fair enough? All right. I'll see you guys in just a moment with more Doom Eternal. All right.